Hey musical explorers, welcome back to another lesson. Today we're going to continue to do the level 2 theory book. Alright musical explorers, we will be doing lesson 6 on authentic half and play goal cadences. So, a cadence is a closing or ending for a musical phrase made up of a combination of chords. There are many types of cadences. 3 common cadences are authentic, half, and play goal cadences. So I see first that we're doing just authentic cadence. So I highlighted this important idea. An authentic cadence consists of a dominant chord followed by a tonic chord. So as you can see, this is an example of authentic cadences in the key of D major. Okay. Now let's do some practices here. So basically, it's really easy. You just take the 5th triad and the 1st triad and you write them like that, write them out, and you label the Roman numeral and you're pretty much good to go. And you don't need to worry about the sharps or flats or whatever because they already gave us the key signature, okay? Awesome. Now, they will all be in major because all of these cadences are for major triads. So, yeah. Okay, let's see this example. So this example is in the key of G major. So, let's write that out. Okay. Now, as we can see here, they put tonic, and the first, which is like the okay, so it's going to be the first triad of G, the key of G major. So the first triad of the key of G major is just G major triad, right? So it's really simple. And then they do the 5th over here, right? So 5th first, and then is first. Don't get these orders switched because that's just going to be a whole different thing. So it's always 5-1, but I personally, when I'm writing them, I like to start on the tonic because it's easier for me. But if it's easier for you to just go from left to right, feel free to do that. But then over here, they put the dominant triad below it, which is completely okay. But I personally like to put them like above, but it doesn't matter. As long as it's the 5th triad, it's going to be okay. All right, let's do some exercises now. So we're going to draw authentic cadences in these keys and label the chords with Roman numerals. And the first one is given. Okay, so first what we have to do is we have to identify the key. So the key over here, we see no sharps, no flats. And remember, that could either be A minor or C major. But remember, it is going to be authentic cadence. All of these cadences are only for major keys. So this key signature has to be a major. So it has to be C major. It can't be A minor because all of these cadences are only for majors. Okay. Now let's do the first one. So I like to start on the tonic. So for tonic, we know it's going to be C major triad, right? Because it's going to be the same key as our given key, right? Okay, so we're going to draw a C major triad. Awesome. Now let's find the tonic triad, which we just go 5 above the 5 above C, or our tonic. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we get a G. So then we draw a G triad, just like that. Awesome. Okay, let's do the next example. Here we have 2 sharps, which gives us, yes, D major. Remember, always major, so it can't be a minor key. It's always major. Okay, let's start with the tonic. I like to start with the tonic because I find it easier. Okay, let's draw a D major key first. Okay, and that's all we're going to do. You might be like, wait, what about the F sharp of D major? Okay, but they already gave us the key signature, right? So we don't have to worry about the accidentals because they already gave us the key signature. So we only have to draw the triad. So they're making it really easy for us. Okay, now we go 5 above the root. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is going to be our 5th triad. Just like that. And we're going to label that dominant. Awesome. Let's do the next one. So what is in, so what key has only B flat? We have F major, right? Right, okay. Let's start with the tonic. So we first build a F major triad like that. Then we go 5 steps above for the dominant triad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be on the C, right? C, E, and G. And that is just going to be our dominant triad. It's pretty simple, right? Okay, now let's do our next line in bass clef. Okay, what is the key signature that has, or what is the key that has 2 sharps? D major, right. Awesome. Now let's start off with the tonic. So we're going to have a D major triad. Let's draw it over here. Oh, that might be a little squished. Okay, I'm going to draw it below a little bit. So we're going to do it over here for more space. So that's D, right? D major triad. Again, no need for any accidentals because we have the key signature given to us. Okay, now we go 5 steps above to find the dominant. So we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to start on the A, C, and E. Good job. Okay, let's do the next one. This one has no sharps, no flats, so it's C major. Starting on the tonic, we do a C major triad, just like that. Awesome. And we go 5 steps above to find the dominant. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we start on this note to build a G, out of space. Okay, a G major triad. Okay, I'm gonna rewrite this. I don't like how it's squished. Okay, so we're gonna write C major up here a little. And then we're gonna draw the triad again. Okay, that looks way better. Okay, good job. Now we're going to do the next one, which is F major, because only one sharp, right? Good, okay. So starting on the tonic, we build a F major triad, and then we find the dominant by going 5 steps above. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's going to get us to start on a C. Okay, C, E, and G, right? Awesome. And that is our F major authentic cadence. Now let's do the last one in G major. Good job. Okay. Doing the tonic first. Starting on a G, G, B, and D. Now we go 5 steps above. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We go start on a D, and then we have an F, and we have an A. So that is going to be our dominant triad. It's pretty easy, right? And it's really simple. It's basically just taking what we already know from our previous lesson here, and we're just writing out the 5th and the 1st, right? It's really easy. And we don't even need the accidentals because they already gave us the key signature. So they're making it extra easy for us. Okay, let's see the next page. Okay, so now we have plagal cadence, which consists of a subdominant and followed by a tonic chord. So This one's plagal cadence, which is a subdominant and a tonic. Here's the example in D major. And let's start doing the exercise. Okay, so again, I like to write out the key signature first. This one is, again, D major. So we're going to write that out for you so make it easier. Okay, let's start with this one. What is the key signature? Yes, it's C major because it's always major and you have no sharps and no flats. That means it's C major. And we always start, okay, well, you don't always have to start on the tonic, but I like to start on the tonic. So if we start on the tonic, we have a C, right? So we have C major triad as our tonic. And then now we have subdominant. What number is this Roman numeral? It's 4, right? So we go 4 steps above the key. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be on an F this time. So we're going to draw a F major triad, like that. Awesome. Okay, let's do the next one. What is the key of this one with only 1 sharp? Yes, it's G major. So let's write that down. I just write it out to help us do it, but you obviously, it's not required for you to write it down, but it's easier this way for me. And probably for you guys to understand, it's easier this way too. Okay, let's do, again, tonic first. And we start on a G major triad. Just like that. And then we do subdominant, which is 4. So we count 4 steps above. 1, 2, 3, 4. We land on a C. And we draw the C major triad out. Awesome. Okay, let's do this one. This is in the key of F major. Okay, and then let's do tonic first. So for tonic, it's going to be an F major triad, right? So we just do that. Okay, now we're going to do the subdominant chord or triad. Okay, now we go 4 steps above. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we go on a B. So we draw a B major triad, just like that. Awesome. Okay, let's do the next line in bass clef. So this is in the key of D major. Okay. So we're going to do our tonic first. So what is the tonic going to start on? It's going to start on the same key, right? So it's going to be a D major triad. So we do that. And then we're going to go to our subdominant triad. Oh, great. This is not good. Okay. Let me just erase this. Okay. So we're going to do that. And then we're going to count 4 steps above D because this is the 4th of D major. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be on G. Oh, okay. This pencil's getting a little weird. Like that. So that's going to be a G major triad because G is our 4th key, or 4th key or 4th triad of D major. Okay, let's do the next one in F major, right? So let's write that down. Okay. Awesome. Let's start on our tonic. Okay, what is the tonic going to be? A F major triad, right? Good. So we're going to draw a F major triad like that. Good. Okay, now we're going to do subdominant, which is the 4th. And we're going to count 4 above F, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be on a B. So it's going to be a B major triad. just like that. Awesome. Okay, let's do next one. No sharps, no flats, which means it's C major, starting on a tonic. Let's build a C major triad, just like that. Then we go 4 above to find the subdominant. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be on an F. Okay, also, let me show you guys like what we could do if we run out of space. We don't have to write it there. We could write it an octave lower, which still is the same thing, same notes, but it's just an octave lower, and that doesn't really matter. So we're going to just draw the F over here. So F, A, and C. That works too. It's just an octave lower, and an example could be over here. Here. Yes, this is where they did the same thing, but they just moved it an octave lower because they kind of ran out of space, or the notes were getting way too high, so they just moved it down. And that's really cool because we could do that too. Okay, now let's do this one in G major. So that's right, G. Oh, that's a wonky G. G major. Doing the tonic first. So it's gonna just be a G major triad. We go 4 steps above G. Oh, hold on. No, that's wrong. This is a B. I was looking at I was looking at treble clef, so watch out for the clef. We're in bass clef right now. Okay, let me just check if I'd made any other mistakes. I think the others are good. It's just this one. Okay, so it's on a G, so it's over here. So that is our G major triad. And we're going to count up 4 to find our subdominant key, or subdominant triad. Let me rewrite that. That looks so wonky. It looks like a 5 instead of a 4. Okay, that's better. Let's count up 4 to find the subdominant triad. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's going to be on a C. Just like that. And that is our plagal cadences. Awesome. Let's do the next one. We're doing half cadences, which ends on a 5 or a dominant chord. Okay, so in this case, we're doing tonic and tonic and dominant, like it is given here. Okay. Really easy, same thing. It's basically just our authentic one, but we just flipped it. So it's pretty easy. Okay, let's do the first one. No sharp, no flats. Oh, this one's an F major, by the way. Okay, this one is a C major. Oh, I don't like that. Let's rewrite that. Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay. There. Okay. Let's now draw the tonic first. This time we can start on the left side. So tonic first. What is our tonic going to be? A C major triad, right? So let's draw it over here. Just like that. And now we're going to go up 5 because our next one's a tonic. Or a dominant, so sorry. Next one's going to be a dominant, so it's 5. So we're going to go up 5 steps from C. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's going to be on the G. Awesome. Next one is in G major. So tonic, oh, sorry. This is half cadence. So we start the tonic on the left side. So like that. So we're going to start on a G major triad, and we're going to end on a dominant. So 5 above is the D, right? And that is going to be our half cadence in G major. Okay, now this one is in D major. So we're going to start off on the tonic. So D, F, and A to build our D major triad. Okay, now we're going to go 5 steps above to find our dominant. So we're going to start on an A. So A, C, and E are A major triad. Awesome. Okay, let's do the next one. Next line. We have bass clef, and this is a C major key. So starting on a tonic first, we draw C major triad, and we go 5 steps above to find the dominant, which is G major. Just like that. Okay, let's do the next one in D major. So tonic first. Let's draw a D major triad. Okay, now let's do it, do the dominant now. So 5 steps above D is A, so we can do it here. Awesome. Or you could draw this an octave lower if you want to. It doesn't matter. It's just which one's easier for you. But yeah, okay, next one is in F major. So tonic first, we draw F major triad, and then we go 5 above to the dominant, and we have that. We have the C major triad for our dominant chord, or dominant triad or chord. You can call it either way. Okay, now we have F sharp, so it's going to be G major. Okay, so tonic first. So we're going to build a G major triad, and then we go 5 above to the dominant, and we build a D major triad, just like that. Awesome. Let's do the next part. Okay, so next we are given the triads, but we have to label the Roman numeral and what kind of cadence it is, okay? Awesome. So first, what we have to do is actually let's read this first. It's always good to read the question before we actually do it. So label the chords for each of these cadences with Roman numerals and write the name of the cadence, authentic, half, or plagal on the line below the Roman numerals. The first one's given. Okay, so basically similar to how I explained it, but yeah, it's always good to read. Okay, so how we do this is we find the key signature first. So let me use the example to explain it to you guys. So 2 sharps is D major, so we can write D major. So we can tell that the the second triad here is a D major triad, and this is also D major, which makes it a tonic. So we write a Roman numeral 1 here, and then we count up, or it depends how you want to do it. Oh, actually, it's better if we do this. So we go from the key D major, from a D to the G, because the triad starts on the G, right? So we count up from D to G. Always start from the key first. So from D to G is 1, 2, 3, 4. So then we write a Roman numeral 4 here, a subdominant. Okay, now we see it's a 4-1. If you don't remember, we can go back and look. What is a 4-1? Is 4-1 a authentic cadence? Is that a 4-1? No. Is it a plagal cadence? Yeah. So this one's a 4-1, right? And this one's also a 4-1. So it's a plagal cadence. And it's not a half cadence, because half cadence is ending on a 5, and that ends on a 1. So, yeah. Okay, let's do our own one now. Let's do our problems. Okay, so what is the key? Key is no sharp, no flats, so C major. Now we can see, oh, this one's a C major triad, right? So that must be a tonic. Okay, now this one, as you can see, they wrote it a little weird, but if we start from a C, and we see that the lower note, or the key of the, that this triad is a G major triad, that means we start on a G. So then always starting from the key, we count up to this triad, the root of the triad, and we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means this is a dominant. Now, which one is a 1, 5, or ends on a 5? Yes, it's half, right? So here we can just write half. Just like that. Awesome. Let's do the next one. What key has only one sharp? G major, right? So we can write that down. And we see this chord right here, or this triad right here, is a G major triad. So that means it is our tonic. Awesome. Now from the G major, we count up to the root of this note. So it's a D, right? So from G to D, we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's also a 5, which is the same as this one. So it's a half cadence, right? It's pretty simple. Okay, now let's do the next one in F major. We see that, oh, this is an F major triad, right? So we mark that as our tonic. Now from F major, we count up to the root of this triad, so it's a C. So F to C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. So we write a 5 because it's the 5th of F major. Now which cadence is 5-1? Let's see. Ooh, it's this one, right? We can flip back to the pages to remind ourselves that 5-1 is authentic cadence. So we write authentic. Just like that. And it is always good to spend time to memorize the cadences and like what chords they are by. Like this one's a 5 followed by a 1 for authentic, and plagal is 4 followed by a 1, and half is 1 followed by a 5. Awesome. Okay, let's do the last line in bass clef. So this is a F major because only one flat. And we can see that this one is an F major triad. So we're going to mark that as our tonic. And then from F major, we count up to a C because that is the triad, or the root of the triad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5. So it's dominant. It's the dominant triad of F major. And remember, 5-1, like we already said, is authentic. So we're going to write authentic. Awesome. Now let's do the next one. We have 2 sharps, which gives us D major. Awesome. Oh, we see that the first triad, is D major triad. So that is our tonic. And from D major, we count up to the root of this note, which is an A. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means it is a dominant. And 1, 5 is half. It's half cadence. So we write half. Okay, next is in C major. We see here we have a C major chord. So we're going to write that as our tonic. And from C major to F, we have 4 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to write a 4 subdominant. And that means it is 4-1 is plagal. So we write plagal right there. Awesome. Next one, we have F sharp. And F sharp is G major. So we start from the first one. We see it as a tonic because that is a G major triad. And then from G we count to D is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5-1. 5-1 is, what is it? Ooh, what is it? Let's see. It's authentic. So we know that this is authentic cadence. Good. This is pretty simple, right? Okay, and it's always good to remember your cadences. So, yeah. All right, musical explorers, that is it for today's lesson. We had a great time learning about cadences, and we drew all of the cadences out, and we also identified cadences with given triads. So yeah, that is it for today's lesson, and I hope to see you guys in our next lesson. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye!